that a person like you can take is to position yourself to share your gifts. Now, that's an abstract thing I'm telling you to do. Like you have to do that. You have to fight for that. So stop holding yourself back, stop playing small, and start thinking real hard about the highest leverage thing you can do. And I'm going to tell you what that is right now. The highest leverage that a person like you can, the highest leverage action that a person like you can take is to position yourself to share your gifts. Now, that's an abstract thing I'm telling you to do. Position yourself to share your gifts. Sounds like, well, Leo, that sounds nice, but how do I do that? Yes, you got to go and figure out how to do that. For every one of you, it's going to be different because your gifts are different and because your position in life is already different. So you're starting from a place and you need to get from A to Z, and how you're going to get there, who knows?
I'm excited about this house.
You can't even predict it.
1800.
Let alone me try to predict it for you. But what you need to do is you need to sear this idea into your mind, right? This high-level abstract idea that what I should be doing every single day of my life until it's complete is finding a way to position myself so I can share my gifts, so that there's no more red tape around me, so that I'm totally liberated to do what I need to do.
Oh, that's good.
To let this muse come forth. That should be your number one priority in life. That should be the thing that you're spending all your time thinking about. When you're waking up in the morning, you should be thinking about it. When you're brushing your teeth, you should be thinking about it. When you're in the shower, you should be thinking about it. When you're on the toilet, you should be thinking about it. When you're eating your lunch, you should be thinking about it. When you're doing some menial job for your boss, you should be thinking about it. When you're having dinner, think about it. When you're watching television, be thinking about it. When you're going to bed, think about it. It's this thinking process that generates new ideas.
That's awesome.
And that's exactly what you need to do.
This is another really good one.
Ideas
Thanks, Leo.
about how you could position yourself. Maybe for you this means going to start your own business. Maybe for you this means selling your house and moving to a third world country and then working from there. Maybe for you this means telling your boss to go fuck himself. Maybe for you this means some other alternative. I don't know. There's many alternatives.
That's awesome.
It all depends on what kind of gifts you got to share. For me, what it meant is that I had to go off and start my own business just so that I can raise the money that I need to then start the next business, which will be the one that's actually right for me. So my first business wasn't designed to be the one. It was designed to be a stepping stone to the one. And that's exactly how I used it, although it was a lot more difficult in practice than I make it sound here. Because what happens is I took that first stepping stone, and it's really hard to say no to a successful business once you've already got it, which is something that I had to wean myself off of so I can go on to the next thing. Right? Because as they say, the enemy of the great is the good. And that's what was happening here.
Enemy, oh, that's good.
I didn't say no, and eventually I went off and I started actualize.org, and that was for me where all of this was leading to. But when I first started this journey, I had no idea. I didn't even know about personal development when I started my first business. And I had no idea that eventually that would lead me to starting actualize.org. No idea. And that's part of the beauty of life and the beauty of taking on this journey is that you get to discover even cooler things that you can imagine right now. Because once you move to the next stepping stone and the next one, your horizon expands and all of a sudden you can see even cooler goals and even cooler possibilities for yourself. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to imagine the payoff if what you do is you position yourself to share your greatest gifts. What would the payoff of that be in your life? Think about that. Can you picture that? 10 years from now, 20 years from now, what's going to be the payoff? And here's the key question that I want to give you. And by the way, this thing that I'm asking you to think about the payoff, this is something you should be thinking about constantly.
All the time.
Not just once while watching this video, but constantly. You need to be psyching yourself up in this. You need to be stewing and marinating the juices of this amazing possibility, this vision for your future. You got to be doing this. And here's a key question
I wish it was
that you should probably spend some time really digging deep on. What could I accomplish if I went all out?
all
What could I accomplish if I went all out?
crazy-ish.
Because I can pretty much guarantee that right now you're not going all out.
No, not at all.
What if that ambition you had, what if those greatest gifts that you had, what if you shared them fully with the world? What would happen then? What if you expanded yourself? What if you decided to transform yourself, transform your entire identity in the direction of this one cause, of this one goal, a purpose, this one ambition you have? If you became the vehicle for that, and you pushed it all the way through to its fullest possibility,
Don't be scared.
what would happen? Would that lead to a cool life? Would you rather be living that kind of life, or the kind of life you're living now where you're settling and you're letting the system guide you? Remember that the system is not designed to guide you to greatness. The system is designed for the average, unambitious human being who's just stumbling his way through life in a herd of sheep, being one of those sheep, and that whole herd's going to walk off a cliff in the very end. That's what the average person is doing. That's what the system is designed for. The system is not yet designed for the higher virtues of life. The system is not designed to promote beauty and truth and excellence and elegance and love and artistry. The system is not designed for this. So if you want to tap into that, and that's the most beautiful thing you can tap into in life, I think, is that, those higher virtues. You have to do that on your own. You have to chart your own course. You can't follow someone else. You can't rely on anyone else's course, right? It has to be self-driven, self-motivated. And if you're one of those rare individuals that has an inkling of that, a seed of it within you, then I'm really excited about helping you to unleash that out into the world. That's really the whole point of Actualize.org. All these different topics that I cover, from relationships to how to be happy or how to overcome your depression, really for me, all of it is about this. And the whole point of building a powerful psychology and a powerful personal life is not so that you enjoy a cushy life. I don't care about you enjoying a cushy life. What I care about you doing is going out there and finding that thing that you're going to fight for, making you a warrior. And your personal life should only be as good as it needs to be to empower your fighting abilities in this cause. That's what I'm interested in. And I think that the most important element to all of that is life purpose. If you don't articulate very clearly what your life purpose
What is my life purpose?
And what exactly you're shooting for.
I want to bring people together.
Your top values and your top gifts. If you don't even know what your top gifts are,
badass time. I'll do it.
Then you've got really no chance. No chance of succeeding.
Yeah,
it's going to be very difficult, even after you identify your life purpose.
And get smarter.
But until you do, you've really got no chance. You're just stumbling around in the dark.
Genuine real.
And so much of your ambition is just going to be leaked out.
Look at those dog fur that's everywhere.
It's just going to radiate like heat, and you're never going to be able to get it back again. And that's a frustrating feeling.
Wait, what did you just say?
So that's why, as you're just stumbling in your top gifts, if you don't even know what your top gifts are, then you've got really no chance. No chance of succeeding here. It's going to be very difficult, even after you identify your life purpose. But until you do, you've really got no chance. You're just stumbling around in the dark. And so much of your ambition is just going to be leaked out into empty space. It's just going to radiate like heat, and you're never going to be able to get it back again. And that's a frustrating feeling. So that's why I worked really, really hard on this life purpose course, the Ultimate Life Purpose course. I just released it. I'm really excited about it because I think that there's so much possibility there if I can find those people out there that have that seed of ambition in them, and then get them to realize all these amazing psychological principles, very deep and profound principles, that if you start to apply those to that seed, what it is, it's like taking an acorn, planting it, and then watering it every single day. And you water it and water it and water it, and you soak it in these juicy principles. And what happens is that it starts to grow. You see it growing. And at first it's just like a little seedling, and then a little sapling, and then it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, in a couple of years, and 5 years, and 10 years, it's just giant, magnificent oak tree. And people come and up to it, and they look around, and they see it's like, this is
I want to
amazing.
do the ultimate life purpose course.
Where did it come from?
It's going to be my first thing to do.
Well, it all came from that seed, and it came from this watering process that you apply to it every single day, very methodically. And that's what I'm excited to do in my own life. That's what I'm currently doing in my own life. And I'm really excited to share that process with you, because I know that once you get a taste of that, you see how amazing life becomes when you are growing this oak tree. You are that oak tree, right?
I think I want to make a business.
Frustrating for you, it's because
just have like so many businesses under it. They all have the same model. You give at least 20% away every year,
and you never receive any water or any sunlight. And so what you are is you're like this little wilted, stunted, little 1 foot oak tree that should be a 30 or a 50 foot oak tree. So I think it all starts with life purpose. And that's why this Ultimate Life Purpose course was really designed to do, is designed to help you to figure out what your greatest gifts are, what your greatest values are, what your greatest strengths are.
You could give people loans to do whatever they wanted,
out of life.
As long as they like sold you on it. But it's not really a loan.
But then,
you just get ownership in your company.
Also very practically,
You're an
how do we
investor.
take all those things, which are very abstract and ethereal, and start to actually get you taking action on them so that you could go out there and carve your own path in life?
That'd be awesome.
And that's not just about techniques. A lot of that is about instilling you with mindsets that can make you self-sufficient and grounded, right? Because when you're off in the woods, hacking through the dark woods with a machete, what you're going to discover is that there's no one there covering your back. You got to do it all yourself. And when you're doubting yourself, or you're feeling afraid, or you think it's not possible, or maybe you think you've lost your way, that's when you need these principles kicking in. That's when you need that self-sufficiency, that backbone, which is what I help you to develop in this course, right? And that backbone is grounded in timeless, classic psychological principles, many of which are counterintuitive, and many of which we were never, ever taught. Not in school, not by our parents, not by our employers. Because by and large, again, the system, all of that is the system. The system is not designed to grow you into this giant oak tree. The system is designed to grow little saplings, many, many, many of them, millions and billions of little saplings, but not to get that sapling to grow into its full potential. That takes work from you. That takes a concerted effort, a battle from you, a choice to go on that journey. Because if you don't make that choice, you're never going to go. All right, that's it. If you're interested in that course, go ahead and check it out. There's going to be links down below or at the end of this video, so you can find it on actualize.org. What I want to leave you with is just, again, this idea that if you're ambitious, you owe it to yourself to fight for that ambition to be unleashed. See you soon. All right, this is Leo. I'm signing off. Post your comments down below. Click the like button and share this video with a friend. Your life is important. Honor it. Fight for your highest possibilities. Are you, right now, living your top passion in life? Are you doing the most meaningful...
That was awesome.